Hello everyone, welcome to the show. I'm your host Johnny Baghead. Excuse my badly chroma keyed shirt because it's got some green on it today. But we're back. It's a fine Tuesday evening for me at least. Just coping with the minor heat wave we've got going on. Again, not like I said at the start, not as hot as I know some places take it, but you know, English homes are not really made to deal with heat like this. And I always find when it gets hot like this, air currents, like wind currents, just seem to completely stop. That's probably the worst thing about it, is it just feels like the air's completely dead. But luckily I do have a fan going, though I'm going to have to set some stuff up to have it a bit closer. But I'm kind of run out of plugs on this side of the room. So today we are going to play another, well, we played AM2R. That was a Metroid 2 remake. We're going to play another Metroid 2 remake, but this time we are playing Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS. I think just because these games have such an interesting history with them, you know, AM2R was in development for years, finally came out, got shut down very quickly, and then a couple of months later, this was like a kind of quiet surprise announcement at the Nintendo Treehouse at E3. So it was definitely like oh, that's probably why it got on their radar. I think this was announced and came out like the last year that Nintendo was even supporting the 3DS. I think that like the Switch had already been out for a couple of years at that point, maybe like a year. But yeah, so we're going to compare it, play it, have fun, see the differences between, you know, like the fan reinterpretation of the original Game Boy game and this one, which is primarily made by Mercury Steam, but it does also have a couple of the like main Super Metroid onwards devs on it. Now, we've got to get something out of the way here. Attention, attention, any Nintendo lawyers watching the stream. See, I own the game. It's not just an empty case either. Got the booklet, there's the cartridge, okay? You understand? And I have a 3DS. This is the XL. See? Do you see, Nintendo? I own this. This is all legit. Okay? You you understand me, Nintendo? Because we're going to be playing this a slightly different way today. Unfortunately, I do not have the stuff to capture this off of real hardware. As far as I know, you have to have a hardware modified 3DS, and I imagine that's quite, oh fuck my light, quite expensive to like, because it's not even, I don't think it's even, I don't know if it's like it's a video out or if it specifically mods capture hardware into the 3DS, and I don't even know like how many people are still making those. There's probably something for it, because you know, anyone who gets into like speedrunning on 3DS likes to have capture for it. But yeah, that was an option for me. So we're gonna be playing it another way. But one of the benefits of this is I've upped the resolution a bit. I've not gone crazy. You can like push it into 4K resolution, which seemed, you know, a bit overkill. I've just gone for like double, because the original 3DS, I don't know if it's both screens were or just like the bottom screen, but they were around like 240p. It's kind of funny when I think about it at the time, that's actually quite low. Like the PSP I think had a higher, but obviously there's the two screens, so that is something to factor in. But also, and it took me a bit of work to find this because unfortunately a lot of the info on this, hang on. There we go. A lot of the info on this, I think, was on a Reddit page that is currently private because of stuff that I don't quite understand, but some API stuff going on. But I found a way to get the game running at 60 FPS. I actually do not remember that the original DS game ran at 30, but I think like once I saw it running, I was like, oh yeah, it did. Which I wonder how that affected the 3D, because from what I understand, when you run DS games in 3D, it can like lower frame rates, and you need a decently high frame rate for the specific 3DS technologies, the way it does 3D. I did do some tinkering. Now I've had some mixed reports. Some of this reports it running fine. Some of the stuff I read reports that it can crash. We'll just play for as long as it seems to work, and if it becomes like obvious it's just going to crash all the time, we'll swap back down to 30. But I think I got it running pretty well. I had to mess with some audio settings because it was creating audio crackle. But I think I resolved that. Yeah, let's get into it. So we're going to start a fresh save, obviously. But I've only really played hang on. I've got a bunch of windows to set up. I only really played the start to kind of make sure what was working. But this is not my first playthrough. I did play and beat the whole game on 3DS. Not when it came out. I think I got it a couple years later, and I don't think I even got it for like that much cheaper, because it's, you know, late era DS game, and Nintendo stuff in general just doesn't price drop the same way, if ever, compared to a lot of other older games. Just something with cartridges, I don't know. Yeah, 2017. But I probably played this like 2019, 2020, somewhere around that. Actually, you know what? I think it specifically was 2020 onwards. But yeah, we're just gonna start a new save file down here. But yeah, the 60 FPS is glorious. I don't know if we're gonna get any slowdown. I'll just have to try and keep an eye on it. And like I said, if it gets too bad, we'll just have to swap back. But and you'll see some of the texture work definitely looks a little rough at this resolution we're playing. But still, this game still looks like really good. Just watching Samus here mess around in her ship. All right. Let's get into it. In the year 20X5. Alright, so we don't know the decade, but we do know it was the 5th year in the decade. 20XD6 of the cosmic calendar. A Galactic Federation research team discovered an unknown life form on planet SR388. While they were able to successfully obtain a living sample, their research vessel was attacked by space pirates during their voyage home. This attack was no coincidence. The space pirates had set their sights on these mysterious organisms called Metroids. They planned to replicate the sample and exploit its ability to absorb the energy of any life form. Their intention was to use Metroids as a weapon, one powerful enough to conquer the entire galaxy. To combat this threat... Sorry, was there a voice crack there? Combat this threat! The Galactic Federation dispatched a lone bounty hunter to infiltrate the space pirate base on planet Zeba. So, yeah, this is Metroid 1 here. Against all odds. I like this pose. I know she's not, but it just makes it look like she's flexing while killing Mother Brain here. Against all odds, Samus Aran eradicated the Metroids on Zebes and defeated Mother Brain, the leader of the space pirates. And so their sinister plans were thwarted for a time. Concerned by these developments and by the great threat the Metroid species still posed to the galaxy, the Galactic Federation mounted another expedition to SR-388. A special squadron of elite soldiers from the Galactic Federation Police was dispatched to investigate. The team soon went missing, but not before transmitting a small sampling of data back to headquarters. Analysis of this data confirmed a Metroid presence within the interior of the planet. So long as they continue to exist, these Metroids would forever pose a devastating threat to the galaxy. The resulting decision of the Galactic Federation Council was immediate and unanimous. Samus Aran, you must exterminate the Metroids once and for all. Yeah, good. And that's definitely what happens in this game. Yep. No, I just got reminded. I still want to try it someday, but I got reminded that this is not the only Metroid game on 3DS. Because I just remembered there was fucking Federation Force, which I hear is a decent game. It was just, it'd been so long since the last Metroid game at the time. I just want to check, so I want to make sure that the game's not too loud. Oh, actually, you know what? You can't hear it. I'm so sorry about that. I completely forgot I had desktop audio muted. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, so here we are. So, again, reminder, on 3DS hardware, this game ran at... Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Ran at 30 frames per second. And again, ran at 240. We're going a bit higher here, but we're not in like full HD. And I think the main reason I you know, first because, you know, with this mod I want to make sure that the frame rate stays stable, but also, you know, because these assets were made for a certain screen size. I think once you start pushing to too high resolution, it ends up just looking worse. Alright, so here we go. You can kind of see that the game was meant to run at 30 though, because there's some instances where certain animations clearly don't do 60, like a lot of like breaking blocks and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the game where that parry started, though it's a little more basic here. It's mostly the same, but you don't have like the running. You don't have the running move. Also, I think the timing's actually like a little bit more forgiving here. I'm not sure though. One sec, sorry. Okay. It's gone now. I was really close to sneezing there. Oh. Whoops. Funny enough, we're not supposed to know about the parry yet. Also got that guy there. But yeah, this was the first 2D Metroid where it was like fully done in like polygonal graphics. And you can kind of see how that's probably how a lot of the DS 3D was done. Like, you can see the depth in the background. But that effect still looks good even without being in 3D mode. There we go. So there is a tutorial prompt there, but if you just do it, then you're fine. There we go. One thing I noticed is that's different is so obviously this plays quite a lot like Metroid Dread. We've got the yeah, you've got the 8-way aiming, but then when you use this you have full 360 and you have the parry. We don't have everything though. There is new mechanics to how Dread handled as well. But I don't know if this game does the same thing as Dread, where to get more health drops, you have to do the parry. As far as I can tell, you might get more of that Aeon ability. That yellow stuff, which we actually can't even use yet. But you can see we've got our map on the bottom screen there. Also, I just realised my mouse cursor's there. Here, I'll move that for now. But yeah, similar to AM2R, we start off with some upgrades already. We don't have the Morph Ball, but we do have missiles. And we do have the ledge grab. But yeah, so this is one of the differences, is we have, you know, little in-game cutscenes. There we go. Morph Ball. Simply push down or tap the map to instantly. But it's like not much different. You start with the Morph Ball in AM2R. Here you just get it on your way down. Though it is interesting because what you do get to see here is what parts of the map design are similar. Like, obviously it's not one-to-one, but just the fact that we even have, you know, you start on the surface and the kind of pattern you take to get down. There we go. I am curious if what kind of mods outside of what I'm doing here do exist for this on emulation, because, you know, as I mentioned, I'm doing 60 FPS here. I know some 3DS games do have like full texture mods, so this is one of the things that's different already, and we'll see more of what this does. But it does have the same thing where you hunt the Metroids, and then when you've done enough in that area, it drains. But one of the differences is that you actually have this monument here that shows the counter. And it's one of the things I liked slightly more in this, because it gives you a better idea of what areas you're opening up. There was a tiny bit of stuff in AM2R where it was sometimes unclear where the map was being changed. Right, so here we go. Here's our first Aeon ability. Okay, so Aeon fuels special abilities like the Scan Pulse. Refill your gauge with the Aeon Orbs foes drop when you beat them on parry. So apparently this was a bit controversial, this power-up, especially because it's the first one you get. But it does this. Here's the thing, though. I don't mind it. And obviously, you can just not use it. It's like very easy to not use it. But I just like it for marking stuff on the map. Also, you can see the map markings are quite a bit more detailed here. Also, that was cool. We, like, knocked an enemy into another one there. There we go. Also, because this is a dual-screen game, we do get the nice bit that all our health, ammo, that stuff, that's all on the bottom screen. Though, one complaint about this game, and I can see it, is that the camera is quite zoomed in. And I'm curious if there could be possibly a mod that would have changed that. But I imagine it would probably look really funky because there is some... you know, you'd have to show outbound stuff probably to zoom the camera out. Alright, amiibo option. I think that was a thing that was criticized as well, as I remember hearing like the amiibo powers were... Ah, that's annoying, I missed that. Okay, one thing that's different as well is we don't have Super Metroid style wall jumps. These are the ones that are more fixed. So you can't really do too much with them. Okay, unfortunately we missed that one. Funny enough, when I was like testing this, I missed that upgrade as well. But I do like that we get a more specific map. Oh, that was bad timing on my part. I get that'll bother some purists, but it is just nice being able to glance at the map and just see, oh, that door's marked with that color. You know what's there. It's not quite as thorough as the one in Dread that will even tell you, like, oh, this is the kind of power-up block in that area. But it's still like pretty good of just... Oh. Oh, that was weird. I actually took quite a lot of damage there. Whoops. That's okay. We should be fine. Oh yeah, here we go. But yeah, just having cutscenes like this does make the game like more dramatic. Yeah, so there's our parry into cool moments, and that just shows you if you're good at the parries, you can fuck over some of those like really quick. Why was that beep so loud? That was weird. There we go. We talked about this in... Okay, so that's... The only thing I don't know is if I go on the map, does it... I don't know if you have to touch anything. We could use touch stuff. Okay, there's your index. Your legend. You can also, yeah, you can make manual pins as well. It is very thorough, which is nice. And there's the, like, world map. Yeah, unlike AM2R, this is not one continuous Oh. It's not one continuous. We do have loading elevators. It's a minor thing though. It's just a preference of mine. I find it more immersive to have one big map. Okay, well, we're not going that way yet. That's a charge beam door. Which this is probably the charge. Yep. Very good. Okay, the charge beam gathers energy. Can we use supercharged doors? Yep. And yeah, we get the pseudo screw attack as well. Oh yeah, we don't have bombs yet. No, I won't worry about that for now, because we don't even have the green power-up yet. Also, Dread, they really upped the in-game animations, I think. I think, like, the parry animation in Dread looks a lot better. So, yeah, so you get these cool little moments of when you're changing environment. Oh! There we go. Funny enough, though I don't mind it as much, I know one of the reasons why the pulse scan was moved in Dread was because people moaned. I would have been fine if it did show up early, or if that was an option. They did actually add like an assist mode to that game in a patch, though I don't think it actually changed much. Okay, I think that's one of the teleporters actually. It just doesn't work yet. There we go, got our first bomb block. Okay, one thing, and this is like Dread again, is we don't have D-pad movement options because... Oh yeah, we're not getting to this yet. That's high jump. Also, this is specifically... I think this is different. That stuff you can't do the wall jump on. Alright, so yeah, here's a major difference. The fact we can already, we already take an elevator out. The thing is, I actually don't know if the original Game Boy version used elevators between areas or not. Or if it was one map. But I've messed with the Game Boy one a little bit. But I'm so bad navigating these kind of games without a map. That, and also it's like such a more simplistic game. Like, you know, bear in mind, it's on original Game Boy. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay. There we go, got our slime again. Oh. Whoops. Okay, so we've got 4 Metroids here to open this up. Okay, so I know that's a hot room. I think the fact that there's even a hot room this early, that's very different. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Well, okay. Let me fix this. Hang on. Okay, why did my windows fucking resize, though? That's not cool. Oh, dear. Okay. If that happens again, we'll have to, turn that off. Let's just see how my thing looks. Oh, let me, luckily, there's a decent amount of save points, but, yeah. Kind of my fault, though. I knew that going in. I had read reports of it crashing. It's just a shame that there's no real... I couldn't find any info on how to resolve it. Like, anytime you saw people report it, the comments were just like, oh, well, then you're going to have to turn it off then, aren't you? It's like, well, you know, yeah, but... like, surely someone could fix it if they just knew what was up. But yeah, luckily, we weren't that far. If it crashes in the same spot, then I know, yeah, I'm going to have to turn it off. Come on, there we go. I just can't put it into enough words just like how good the parry stuff feels, like how good of an addition that was to the gameplay. It kind of makes me think of when Other M was first shown off, and I think even at the time I didn't actually know that much about Metroid, but that initial trailer that pretty much focused on like the crazy quick time events and some of like the crazy stuff like Samus could do. Because when you like look at what she does when you're playing her, you know, it's pretty basic stuff. Like she's just running around and shooting. But in cutscenes, she's kind of always had this... oh. This idea of being, like, able to do more action. And Other End was like, oh yeah, she's gonna, you know, have fucking Ninja Gaiden shit. And then it ended up, like, you couldn't really play any of that, and the basic gameplay was like really simple because it was like forced to use the D-pad and the limited buttons. God, I feel like I am gonna have to play that one day. But yeah, it ended up like Like, I don't think that game actually does have, like, a melee counter. I don't know how it works. You get into those kind of, like, dynamic, like, kill things. But it's not like this game where you do a parry in boss fights to get those animations. Alright, there we go, I got the bombs. Yep. Alright, I'm curious about something. Okay, we do not get the spread bomb. Okay, I guess they want us to do this here. Yeah, because they keep giving you Aeon ability there. We do have pretty fast bomb explosions again, though. I remember this game being, like, pretty easy to do bomb jumps in. No, I think one criticism of this, I think it wasn't until Dread where they really opened this up, but there isn't, like, a lot of opportunities for, sequence breaking outside of, you know, like, glitches. I know there's loads of crazy, like, out-of-bounds stuff you can do, because I saw the... I think this was how Games Done Quick at one point. And that was, yeah, like a full flipping out bounds run. Alright, there we go. That's the teleport system. That is a good addition to the series, though, for sure. Yeah, not getting that way yet. But even here, we do have, like, quite a lot of branching paths. Funny enough, I think this room is in, look, that's where the spider ball is. So I kind of remember what that room looks like in AM2R. Like, look, again, looks very different, but it is there. But we're not getting up there yet. Alright, we actually are closer to a Metroid here. Yo, asshole. Oh wow, we already got the ice beam. Holy shit. Yeah, that can freeze enemies. And yeah, if you want to, you can actually you can change beams. Okay, not going that way yet. Okay, so... Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, you're gonna lead that shot a bit. There we go. Oh, whoops. Well. I know that's there though. But yeah, I think the reason they kind of like let you change beam types is because the ice beam won't always kill enemies. Oh yeah, there we go. So you do have to rely on missiles a bit more. There we go, spider ball. The spider ball can stick to and move along walls and ceilings, while morph ball, hold L to activate. So there it is. Just want to check something quick. Okay. You can blow that up, but that doesn't seem to do anything different. Kind of really close to a Metroid. Nice. Oh, that was bad. But yeah, these versions are a lot easier to hit than AM2R. And they do have some different attacks. There we go. Ooh, pop. Huh. Oh, okay. There was one. I just missed it. Okay, I don't mind that too much. It's just instead of kind of paying attention to blocks that look different, you're mainly using the scan. I think that's more what bothered people, and that I understand. Let's make our way up. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna... Yeah, I kind of forgot the ice beam is more utility in this, because it won't outright kill most enemies. Oh yeah, back to this. Oh, found something though. I think that's a hill station actually, which is funny because we're already at max. Yep, there we go. I'll take that though. Huh. Also, having the scan, as someone who gets a bit OCD about filling out the map, huh. Okay, that makes me think I can't do that yet. Oh no, there we go. Nice little puzzle there. Gonna make sure I've got stuff uncovered. There we go. Oh yeah, these shocking assholes. Okay. Oh yeah, you can just melee them, I forgot. It will also just stun them. If you do it at the right time. I think actually playing this now, I am seeing that the map is a bit more open than I remembered. Let's see, let's have a look this way first. Okay, you know, I think I might have been wrong, actually. I think the parry does tend to give you more. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's new. Ow. Oh. Oh, it broke. Shit. Hold on, there must be an easier way of doing this. Yeah. I think the ice beam is how they wanted you to do that, but that's a way easier method. There we go. Oh no, this was a dead end, wasn't it? Yeah, never mind. Oh yeah, now I gotta fucking... There we go. Let's have a proper look at this map. Okay. Maybe I should go to the fast travel point actually, see where that takes me. Oh, asshole. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? I try and remember how much freedom of movement they give you on the teleports, or if it's like Dread, where once you get to the end game, that's when it like opens up. There we go. Still gotta head this way though. Honestly, I think doing this is a bit quicker. Plus, we got, you know, the extra missiles, so that's fine with me. Alright, so... Oh, that's the save point, okay. That's good. Considering we had a crash already. So yeah, this is just what happens if you go to these early. So this does help though. Yeah, if you're a bit confused, it will tell you, oh, this is where you can find ones you haven't found yet. The something I want to mention is the development around this. There is some interesting insight with this. So I think a couple of years before this got announced, a couple of places, and the guy I remember specifically was, I think his name's Liam Robertson, reported that Mercury Steam, the guys who made this, had been pitching doing a Metroid game with Nintendo, and I think their original pitch was to remake Super Metroid. But that got turned down. And I don't know how much the specifics were at the time, but I believe he is the one who reported that, oh, they were going to be doing a remake, just not Super Metroid. And I have to call this out because I think this is probably like one of the worst things you can do as a developer. Is Mercury Steam had like been given an interview about another game, and funny enough, that game, I've completely forgotten the name of it. It was like a online co-op thing, but from what I remember, I believe it's made out of a failed like Metroid Prime or something like that pitch. Oh, we can climb that without having to we're gonna go down though without having to wall climb. But someone asked them in an interview, they're like, oh, hey, there are these rumors that you're working with Nintendo on a Metroid game. And though they didn't name anyone, I think like he's the studio head, came out and said like, oh, it's made up. People are just like making up rumors for attention. And that ended up having a lot of the people who reported, including like Liam, the original guy who reported on it, catching like shit from people, where specifically people were just like, oh, you're a hack, you make things up for attention. Turns out that was a lie. It was real. They were working on one. And instead of just saying like, look, we don't comment on rumors of speculation, which in my opinion, that's always how you handle it, because once you get into the habit, first off, if you lie, people are no longer going to believe you when you deny stuff. If you only refuse to comment on it when it's real, then people are going to figure out like, oh, it is real. You're just, you know. Oh, interesting. Alright, well, let's go down here. Yeah. But yeah, that shows you like how much easier these are to aim at. The main difference is just your missiles are slower. They have like a kind of startup time over AM2R. But yeah, Nintendo seem to be pretty good. Like main Nintendo, if they're, you know, if they just never comment on stuff, they're just like, no, we're not going to comment on any rumors or speculation. It's very rare for them to ever deny anything. I can only think of like a few instances, and it wasn't even really denying anything. It was just, hey, we have a Nintendo Direct planned that's supposed to be an indie showcase, and a bunch of people online have started a rumor that it's supposed to have a Smash Bros reveal, and we're just gonna like, no, we said it's an indie one, we're confirming there's gonna be no other news there. That's usually like the limit of it. But I think that's a messed up thing to do, is to like, if someone reports on a leak, like, yeah, I get people and companies not being happy about leaks and whatever. Though I think in that situation, the reason it was reported on is, you know, it'd been so long since we had had like any Nintendo news about Metroid. So that was one of those kind of like, hey, we're reporting it because you wouldn't hear about it otherwise. You know, they didn't, again, they did not announce this game until like a month or two before it was supposed to be out. And it wasn't even like in their Direct. It was only announced in their Treehouse, like after their Nintendo Direct. Just odd choices all around. Let's keep going down this way. But yeah, that's just my opinion on that kind of stuff. And I don't think it gets talked about much, because it's one of those things where people kind of remember the first part of it, but don't remember the correction. So not a lot of people look back on it and go like, oh yeah, no, that guy was telling the truth, and that guy was lying. You know, the initial reaction is more known than, you know, time proving Liam right. It's just odd, you know. Trying to think where we haven't been yet. Nothing really back that way. Let me look at the map again. Yeah, probably in these upper areas. Oh, could have sworn I did it there. It could be there's a bit more delay happening here because this is emulation. I did try and turn on a setting that's supposed to help reduce input delay. I don't know how much of a difference it's even making though. Okay. Okay, probably not worth going that way then. Oh, I should have parried that. Aha! Thought so. Tap, 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 tap. Definitely different musical tone than AM2R, which sounded very Metroid Prime. Oh, well, I don't know how to get through that yet. Okay, let's have a look at the map again. Maybe down the bottom there. Yeah, a little more having a search here than I think was in AM2R. Oh, I never went up this way. Okay, well that's open for now. That's good. For later. Okay. Weirdly, I don't remember having this kind of getting lost at this early bit, but well, here we are. Hold on, I'm just gonna. That means there's a breakable block in here. Oh, it's just there. I'm looking at this map though. Maybe up here. Yeah, because that's all. Yeah, take that. Oh, I guess not. Okay, no, you can only get into that one way. Alright. You know, then screw it then. I'm gonna go back to the statue and find out where the next Metroid is. Heck, we might just even find it on the way. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure about there. And that's the lava area. Weirdly, that means there's a breakable block in this area, but I'm not seeing it. Yes, can't go in there yet. And that's the other way in. Well, you can, but you take damage for going there, so... Oh, let's have another look. But again, this is optional. Like, if you just are good enough, you can find them all. Without having to... backtrack to that thing. Go. Yeah, you mainly get the Aeon ability from the parry, which is interesting. It hasn't been, like, too powerful yet. Yeah, that's doing nothing yet. I'm a bit confused about that room, because you clearly opened that from the other end. Oh, you have to remember, you can't parry when you're grabbing. Oh dear. Got another crash. That's a shame. It'd been running well for a while there. I don't like this keeps happening. Why do the windows keep resizing themselves? That keeps happening. I might just change... you know, like the capture sizes. That'll do for now. Oh well. Maybe someone can find a fix for this. Or maybe there's just a specific option you can fix. Like just, if you toggle this, it won't happen as much. I think the reason why I wanted to showcase it is I kind of found it a little strange. Considering how late this came out. Like the 3DS was... hadn't had like any proper like really big first party games in a while. Oh, I'm gonna do it, look. And look, they're even colored different. Okay, I think this is probably gonna be the boss room. Oh, that was a parry moment. There we go. let's just do this just to confirm. Yep. Oh, okay, they want you to... This is an ice beam room. You know, before I do that, let me go up. There we go. Healing station. Nice. But, because what reminded me is Mercury Steam, and I think the reason they got this is, you know, probably their first, like, big project that is well known is they did those Castlevania Lords of Shadow reboot. And in between 1 and 2, they made a 3DS spin-off called Mirrors of Fate, which was a Metroid style game. Very basic Metroidvania. But you know, still of that genre. And that probably showed of like, oh yeah, this team does have a... try and think of the word. But you know, they're capable. The main point of that is just it was like very basic, very linear. And the game had this gimmick of like you played as 4 different characters. Which kind of meant like instead of one character gaining new abilities and that letting you get around the map different ways, you just swapped characters at set points in the story. But it was pretty fun. And, but one thing, I thought it was going to get, this was going to get a remaster because, Mirrors of Fate got a HD update. It was kind of funny actually because it got released between like 1 and 2. And then a couple of months after it got released on DS, they announced, oh, we're going to... we're doing a HD port because the assets were like high quality enough. That, the game should look good on like... Oh, interesting. I think the main thing that was kind of the highlight of Mirrors of Fate was more the combat. Like they did a really good job of kind of emulating that God of War style combat that the console Mirrors of Fate games had into 2D. And you know, Metroid style game with more hack and slash style combat. Like, it's just a great idea. Alright, now we can go back. Also, while we're going back, I'll swap back to that power up. But yeah, then this ended up not getting one. Obviously, the reason was because they were busy working on Dread. But then again, like, there's a lot of stuff related to Metroid, like, coming out late on Switch stuff. Like, you know, we got Metroid Prime 1 remaster, though it's technically more of a remake. It's, well, you know, it's the same game, but the graphics are, like, completely redone. but it was weird to me. I would have thought earlier on they would have just re-released the Wii trilogy version that had just the 3 base games. No, maybe after stuff like Super Mario 3D All-Stars, I shouldn't have expected that because that was such a shit product in terms of what it could have been. Like, not really updating the games visually much. Not even having Mario Galaxy 2 only being available for limited sale. Like, all that kind of stuff. Just weird all around. Alright, there we go. Yo, asshole. There we go. Alright, so let's see what we've got coming up next. No, I think that this is our power-up check here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's there we go. I do like that gimmick. It started in this of like interesting puzzles based on shooting from specific like cannon points. Alright, before we do that, let's see. Oh, Shine Spark. Yeah, unfortunately we don't get map highlights of the block types like we did in Dread. Some people might find that cheap, but like if you don't play a game for a couple of weeks, it can be very easy to forget all that stuff. Alright, so we're not getting that way. There's a block type there anyway, I'm just seeing now. So... Doop. But that's kind of why I wanted to mess around and see if there was this 60 FPS mod, because this kind of shows like, oh, this is what this game would look like, you know, outside of not having a texture mod. But this is, oh, this is what it could look like if it got a remaster. I think the main thing though, if it got a remaster, you would probably want to mess with some of the game design. Some of the stuff people had issues with, like zoom the camera out, maybe nerf the Aeon abilities or something. But again, like I could use it now, or I could just I just continue on. Alright. I'm trying to think like what the music sounds closest to here. Here's something they kind of do to stop some sequence breaking, is you can't wall jump in those really narrow corridors there. Just straight up, the wall jump just doesn't work if you try it in those spots. Huh, okay. Shortcut open, that's nice. Let's have a look up here. Huh. Yeah, because this stuff you just can't grab onto. But huh. Oh, okay, I have a feeling of maybe what you're supposed to do. Well, let's see. But yeah, that's what happens if you grab onto that stuff. You just slip off. I'm thinking I have to use the ice beam though. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Hey, welcome back to stream, your boy. Fate Salad. You know, I appreciate the hello. Oh, don't appreciate that though. Fuck. Had another fatal error. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to restart this. Also, I'm tired of this windows resizing themselves, so I'm gonna try and fix that. The problem is if I do this layout, it puts the little screen on the bottom. For some reason. And there's no way to, like, move it to the top. Because what I would do is, like, move it up here. Above, you know, up above me. And I don't know if there's a way to, like... I guess you'd have to, like, capture the window twice. Or something weird like that. But I'll just stick with that for now, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna move some stuff around. There we go, get rid of that. Sorry about this, folks. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to disable this 30 FPS thing, 60 FPS thing next time. It's just a shame because it looks so good. Oh damn, that's quite a bit of progress lost as well there. That's a shame. Oh well. But yeah, it doesn't help that I don't know why the window keeps resizing itself if I restart the game. That didn't happen. Wouldn't mind the crashes so much. But for all I know, I could fucking turn off this 60 FPS thing and it would still have crashes. Okay, well let's save here so I've got that shortcut open. Yep, fucking happened again. Look at that. Okay, give me a minute. Nah, it still resizes itself for some reason. Maybe there's a setting in the emulator I can turn on to stop that from happening. But that's just a pain. I just don't get why it's happening. Alright. Alright, well, we'll stick with 30 FPS. And if it crashes again, I'm just going to end stream. And I'll figure out what the issue is. Oh, it's just a shame. The game looks so nice running at 60. Oh, it just looks broken to me now. I know it's supposed to run at 30. But it just... I'm looking at it and it just looks wrong now. To be fair, it could be something else. It could be because I have the... Oh, okay. It could be because I have other settings turned on that are causing it. But we'll see. If it doesn't crash again, then we know. Alright, don't know how you're getting there yet. Let's not worry about it. Ow. Oh, maybe this is the path of the missile? Yeah, here we go. Oh, darn. I didn't think it was going to drop me that bad. Something I noticed that's a bit different as well. I think in Metroid Dread, it's probably more for like lore reasons, but in Metroid Dread, there's actually a lot of enemies in Dread, like the kind of like what local wildlife. They all got a different type here. That just straight up are actually passive. Oh yeah, I remember that now. You can... They charge into walls, it will end like some of their attacks early. It's just so weird playing a Metroid game that's like such a low frame rate. On 3DS it's like a bit more understandable. I definitely prefer the boss things in this over AM2R. AM2R, I don't know, just some of the riffs sounded a bit cheesy. I think they might have took more liberties with the sound here. Oh, okay, that's a missile. Lock. There we go. Okay, that's blocked off. But yeah, maybe if I do some more research, someone online will have a suggestion that will say, oh, here you go, this is what you can do to reduce crashes. Lightning armor. Okay, lightning armor creates protective electric barrier. Aeon is consumed any time it prevents physical damage. Also strengthens melee counters while equipped. Yep. Oh. Cool. Oh, if that door's open, I've got to... Okay, I've got to go around... Oh, come on, come on. I was about to say, I was like, oh, I wonder why the spider balls never come back, but then I realised it's in one of the Prime games. It works a bit different there, because it only magnetizes to, like, certain tracks. But still. It's there. Alright. Oh wow, that's an elevator route. Okay. Okay, interesting. We're actually still in the same area. I guess it's just how they had to segment stuff off. So yeah, that just makes the parry like a lot more powerful. Gives it like crazy range. Oh, that's a big ass room. Look at that. Yeah. I really did not remember that this game ran like this, and it does just feel weird now seeing it. Oh, what am I doing? But yeah, that's a showing of the wall jump. Alright, save point, nice. How long have we been going? Hold on. Organize my windows. Okay. Oh. Yep, that was a bad idea. And there we go. Got Zero Suit Samus instead of the old style one. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, there we go. I just managed to do it that time. And pop. And I completely forgot I had the I could use the shield as well. Oh well. Might as well safety save after that. Yeah, now we haven't had a crash for a while. I'm guessing it is that 60 FPS thing. I guess there are a few things I can try though to change it. Oh yeah, I definitely see the complaints with the camera being too zoomed in. Oh, look at that thing in the background. Because there are some times where you just... There are certain enemies you just really cannot see. Oh, that does break open. Okay. Oh, bombs. Shit. Okay, that just goes back anyway, so whatever. Getting a little bit of a Phantasy Star Online 1 vibe from this track. Especially that synth. It's a very Phantasy Star Online sounding synth they're using there. I guess the only way to really use that 60 FPS mod is if I had something that was like auto save stating like every like 30 seconds or something. Then it wouldn't be so bad. That's a weird attack. But yeah, I much prefer Find Them. It's a lot more like simple pan based. It's not that weird kind of, oh, they just move towards you and you have to like push their AI around to fall in the water. But there you go. Well, that's a hot place there. I could picture someone being able to make this run at like 60 FPS without it crashing. Considering all the other stuff people have done modifying games and emulators and things like that. And it does seem like the engine is like capable of running at 60. I imagine this is probably the same engine that Dread uses to a certain extent. Oh yeah, this weird bit. Okay, I think the goal there is you have to come from the top side. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Shit, that does a lot of damage. Just realized that was doing like a lot. Holy shit. I'm already almost dead from that. Luckily there's a fucking full hill here, but holy shit. Okay. Good, good, good. Oh, never mind. I thought that room was going to connect to the one below it, but no, it doesn't look like it does. Alright, let's see what's up here. Okay, we can't even get that yet, so never mind. I think that's the grapple beam. Oh, weird. There's like 2 ways into that room. No. Okay, so that's a power-up I just can't get to because must be later on you break that open. Let's see then. Whew. Oh wait, I haven't been this way? Oh, okay. I think this is probably the... Now that I'm playing it... Like, this probably has the most kind of... I don't know if you would call it open-endness, but... Definitely feels like they're aiming for... freedom in, like, how you hunt for Metroids in an area. Definitely feels like there's a couple of different ways you could go about, like, the order you wanted to. No, there are probably some limits there. Okay, so that's for later, because can't open that yet. Ow. No, we're going down this way. Alright. Oh. Surprised I hit. I'm opening some of those doors just in case there's an off chance that it opens one-way doors. There we go, new suit. Hell yeah. Yeah, Mario suit. Yeah, reduces damage, also prevents damage from extreme heat. There we go. So that opens up loads. You know what? Hang on. I do remember doing this actually. Also, what are you doing, mouse? Sorry. Okay, There we go. Oh yeah, here we go. I think that's different as well, having like lava areas kind of like mixed in. Oh, like it's a pretty standard remix, this one, but I think it's like this was the first time we'd heard like this song in this kind of fidelity. Oh shit. I guess I was at lower health than I thought. Thought I could just... Oh man, I didn't even remember my map marker. Oh well. I got this ability. Like, I don't remember if this song was in a Prime game or not. Huh. Alright, help. There we go. Could use a bomb jump in there. I remember bomb jumping being pretty easy in this though. You just have to find the rhythm. And you can kind of just tap it from there. Alright. Head this way. Let's see. Oh, I think we got a new form. Here we go. Wow, that was fucking quick. Funny enough, I think continues in this don't count saves. They will just checkpoint before. There we go. Oh. Well, that's bad. Don't think I need to, like, come back to this later, though. Just need to play smarter. Oh, really? I think that, like, hit my toe. Oh well. There we go. Oh! That was a parry moment. Okay. I know for next time. Oh, and I had the armor on as well. I thought that would have... Alright, maybe I just need to come into the fight with a little bit more health than I am. There we go. Oof. Oh, that was but dumb. Oh, yes. Yeah, eat it, eat it. Eat it. There we go. Oh, that felt so good. Alright. Now, I know it hasn't been long, but I don't think I'm going to go for too much longer. Just because of the heat. And plus, I really want to figure out what's causing those crashes. God damn it, really? Wait, what? That's the way you're supposed to go, isn't it? Luckily we have checkpointing, but still. Okay. Let me check something. Nope. Okay. I guess this is a power. This is the... Yeah, okay. I was overcomplicating it. Oh, charge. Yep, get our missiles back. Wave beam. Yeah. Okay, the wave beams can pass through solid objects. Okay, so that's just a full-on beam upgrade. Upgrades everything. There we go. So how are we doing? Okay, so I've done halfway. Yeah, it's going to be a weird stopping point, but I think I'm going to stop now just because I want to try and figure out what was causing those crashes. I'll do some offline testing. But yeah, revisiting this, outside of kind of those weird you know, hardware limits, you know, like imagining this game on more powerful hardware where it could run at 60, and you know, if I could get it, oh hang on, run 60 in Citra here, that would be great, but unfortunately we just can't right now because I don't know why. And all the random search results I found online were just people saying, yep, it's gonna crash, just turn it off. Like, yeah, but surely there's some code or something that someone can fix. I don't know. But there is actually stuff I prefer in this version. I think just the actual like combat and boss fights feel better just because that was more of a focus here. You can see the maps are also like a lot more condensed. I don't know if that's like a good or bad thing, but it is a big difference. You can see it. Oh, if I move a bit, you can just see like how much closer stuff is as well. So like they do take very different approaches, but I think like once you get to like a certain point, like especially as far as we are now, the games are just going off in their own tangents, reinterpreting the original ideas in very different ways. Alright, well I'm gonna end things here. You know, I want to figure out this crashing. Also I'm really sweaty because I'm a fucking idiot. Streams with a bag on his head strapped to his face, and ugh. But I'm just gonna end things here. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm sorry about the crashes. Hopefully I can have them fixed for Thursday. We'll play more of this Thursday though. and then I need to figure out what I'm going to do on the weekend. But take care, everyone. Hope you have a good one. Stay cool. Or if you happen to be one of the places that's getting cold, because I forget that happens, you know, stay warm. Just whatever works for you, I don't know.